Hey there, welcome back. Today we're in my kitchen and I'm being very experimental today in that I have my Blue Yeti set up here. Spoiler alert, I also have a pea pod here. And I have all the windows in my house around me are open as they normally would be, so you can hear bird sounds out the window, and you might be able to hear my neighbors doing various things. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully no lawnmowers or anything. We'll see how long we can have this lovely quiet outside background. But the reason I wanted to record this video right now in this moment is that I have these beautiful, beautiful peas. Listen to the rustling peas. So these are shell peas or English peas. They're sometimes called, and so these are the kind of peas that you have to remove from their pod. So sugar snap peas, I have some of those as well right now. You can eat the whole pod, so those are the ones that you might, dip into a dip and enjoy and eat the whole pod. But this variety of peas need to be shelled. And first of all, shell peas are one of my favorite summer treats. It's funny, in a lot of places they grow more in the spring. They're considered a spring vegetable, but here in the Northeast US where I live, it takes spring such a long time to get here that they're more of a summer treat. I don't know how this is going to be. I feel like I need to keep leaning down to give you a few whispers from time to time, but I mainly want you to hear the pea sounds, the pea shelling sounds. And so I have my bowl of peas to be shelled. I have this metal bowl which I am going to cast the pods into that we will not be using. And there will probably be some planes that go over during this video, and you can probably hear my refrigerator in the background. But we're just going to go with it for today and consider this kind of a lo-fi, real-life kitchen hangout. So this is my discard bowl, and then I'm going to put the peas themselves, the shelled peas, into this beautiful ceramic bowl vessel, because it does have a little spout on it and this beautiful handle. And I just bought this while I was on vacation. I got a chance to go to some wonderful artisan galleries where we were traveling, and I'll share more with you about that in some future videos. But for today, I just wanted you to see this beautiful bowl, and I thought I would use it for my peas. And I also wanted to use bowls with different sounds. So this is a ceramic bowl. Ooh, and so that will have a certain kind of sound. And then my metal bowl. And so the reason that I wanted to do this is because I thought that the peas shells and going into the bowl and then being discarded. It would make some good ASMR. So again, I'll show you close up. The pea pod has this little leafy part on the end, a little nubule where it was attached, and this seam down each side. So if you've never seen peas in their whole pod before, basically all you have to do is you give the pod sort of a little squeeze, a little pressure, and that makes the seam pop open. It's hard to show you that way. Makes the seam pop open, and then you have all these beautiful little peas inside. You can hear my cat scratching. So anyway, I'm going to just shell these peas so that I can eat them later. And I think you can also hear birds at my bird feeder chompering a little bit, so this is kind of a nature video as well. That rustling sound in the background of them getting their seeds. Yeah, that's bird eating sounds in the background. So maybe I can title this Shelling Peas and Songbird Mukbang. The pea pods do make a nice pretty nice tapping sound. Tapping on the pea pods was, not part of the process when I was a kid. And, ever since I started filming ASMR videos, I have wanted to do some pea shelling or bean snapping videos. Just veggie preparation in general. Another technique here with these, if it's not just, popping open easily, is to, snap the top off like that, and then pull that little string that's usually there down the front, and then that can help you to more easily pop into your little pea treasures in there. And I have wanted to do a video like this because I have a lot of happy memories when I was a child and growing up of sitting outside on various people's porches and sometimes inside, depending on what was going on, and doing a lot of shelling and snapping. So you shell peas, you remove them from their shells, and then with green beans, you snap them to prepare them. You snap the ends off, and then you break them into pieces, and that's how you get them ready. And that is also a process that is often done while sitting on the porch and chatting with folks. So there would often be, myself and one or the other set of my grandparents and some aunts and uncles and cousins perhaps, or sometimes just my family, sometimes just me and my mom and dad and my sister. But lots of nice memories of just sitting around and talking and shelling. And I realize now that it definitely gave me ASMR, the repetitive sound of opening the pods and hearing the peas drop into the containers like that. And it was kind of a quiet activity, you know, something that we would do as a group that was meditative and, you know, was quiet and not that stimulating. I guess it was a good way to get to keep kids occupied, because we usually would come and join in the party pretty willingly, because we thought it was a neat process and we knew we would get some beans or peas to eat later as a reward. And you know, these peas, they are good. I mean, you can just eat these raw as they are if you wanted to, you know, in a salad or whatever, if you're a person that digests raw foods well. My favorite way to make peas like this, and probably what I will do with these this afternoon, is to just really, really lightly, that one's being tricksy, is to really, really lightly steam them, and then just put butter and salt and pepper and some fresh herbs on them and eat them like that, so that they're still, you know, just kind of crisp, tender. And I usually just eat them sort of by themselves, because, here, I'm going to move my bowl a little closer, because I consider them such a treat, because they take a lot of effort to grow, and their season is short, and so I like to enjoy them. Very simply and very mindfully. I like to just enjoy the flavors of them. Dropped one there. Dropped one, little pea. And these peas are from our farm share, which I've talked about a little bit on this channel, and I did one video last summer of a haul from 1 week of our farm share, and so I hope to share more things with you from the farm this year. It's a CSA share, that's what it's called around here, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture, or sometimes people say it's Community Sustaining Agriculture. At any rate, it's programming that helps farmers set up farm shares such as the one that we belong to, where you pay a certain amount for your share for the season, and you can typically pay that in payments or pay it all at once, and that helps the farmers to plan for how much food they'll be able to sell and how much to plant. And then each season, each week of the season, of the growing season, which is from June to mid-June to mid-October, we stop by the farm every Monday and pick up a variety of vegetables of whatever. I don't usually stand here on camera. This is a new set for me. But I like this, and I want to do more, kitchen and cooking type videos, so it's good to test out this setup. Oh. And you know, I could make it a little more soundproof if I was going to do, longer cooking videos or something, but today I just really wanted to experiment. So let's really focus on the sounds here. Rogue peas. Just nice to listen to some soft sounds. Hear the background. Like I said, it's just kind of meditative and therapeutic. Bean tapping. Oh wait, no, they're not beans, they're peas. Pea tapping, green pea tapping, green pea tapping. Now I'll get myself confused. My own vegetables, I don't want to get you confused. Tiny little pea oleander. Sometimes there's little odds and ends of debris, but I usually don't bother to wash off the whole the outsides of the pea pods since you're just shelling them anyway. These came from the farm where things are nice and organic and clean, which is wonderful. And our farm is very close by. It's only a few miles away. And so it's great to be able to eat so locally. That is a blessing. Okay. To give you a little pea drop. is a lot. There is a lot of bird action outside right now. So, you can kind of play name that bird, if you're good at identifying. That makes kind of a nice sound, the empty pods over here in the metal bowl. We're getting down. There's only a few left. Like I said, I wasn't sure how this would go. And if we might get interrupted by some really loud sounds. But we didn't. Except my own wild peas flying. See how beautiful and perfect and round they are. So beautiful and green. Something else that we did with peas like this, growing up, that I consider a very special preparation is what my grandmother called pea salad, which was just these fresh peas, and she would lightly cook the peas, probably in boiling water, and then she would mix the cooked and cooled peas with chopped egg and spring onion from the garden, finely chopped, and a really simple dressing. It was probably just mayonnaise and white vinegar that she would mix up and put on that with salt and pepper. And she called it pea salad, and my sister in particular really loved it. So I haven't made it in a long time. This year maybe I will try to make some pea salad, because it is a nice treat from my childhood, and kind of a fun local recipe from where I grew up. See the pea pods? It's hard to show you, but it's neat how each one is attached like that. Can you see? That they're each attached, and so you have to kind of harvest each one. And sometimes they're ready, sometimes they roll right out. And then sometimes they're a little trickier. I feel like I could do a whole vegetable tapping video, which I should probably do because I'll be getting more and more vegetables from this CSA. So might as well work them into my ASMR, right? Okay, so there's only 2 pea pods left here. Ooh, good snap. Outside a bit. Okay, last pea pods. I'm going to put this bowl to the side, and super crunchy. This last one wanted to be heard, and I will plop those last peas. So then we're left with this bowl of pea pods, which will go into my compost. I'm very fortunate that I'm able to compost all of my vegetable scraps and things. And then we have this beautiful bowl of the shelled peas. And, you know, they still sometimes can have a little bit of debris or little bits of, you know, sticks or things kind of in there. So I will rinse these before I use them. And like I said, I will steam them up and have them with some butter later, and that will be delicious. So there are our shelled peas. So thank you. For being here with me. To myself. Thank you for helping me do this little bit of kitchen prep, and let me know if you liked this style of video. I would really like to do more things in my kitchen and prep with me, cook with me, chop with me, shell peas with me. I think has a lot of potential. I think those kind of videos could be fun and relaxing. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. Take good care of yourself. Maybe eat something green if you haven't yet today. Take good care, and I'll see you again soon.